Writing is a very, very personal endeavor. And I think in Western culture, it's such a foundational part of where we hold knowledge. And I think thus, a lot of anxiety comes out of that, especially for students. And I can say for myself as a student, I had a ton of anxiety around writing and then the next step of actually showing other people my writing. And so for me, the practice of doing it, the practice of working in partnership with other people, reading my writing, giving me feedback on my writing was really, really helpful. Also just acknowledging that it's a hard thing to do and it's a hard thing to do alone. The way that those plays are able to be preserved, the way that we know who Shakespeare is because somebody wrote it down and preserved it for future generations. Oftentimes people will videotape things, they'll put them on different kinds of formats visually, but those formats don't often hold up over time. But we still have text from ancient Greece, right? Because they were written down, they can be preserved. You know, there's a really unique relationship between inside of the theater between words and embodiment, because plays are words that are written to be lived. The words are a device for people to be able to try on the lived experiences of people from different historical moments. I wish that students actually would give themselves the kind of leeway and freedom, right, that they give themselves inside of the theater laboratory that they do inside of their writing. I think there's something that happens when students write, and I think it's part of our culture, the way that we value writing as like good writing also means that you're very smart, or that only certain people do, you know, this kind of level of writing, but that writing is something that everybody can do. It has a very formal kind of feeling to them, and so there's this kind of extra judgment or criticism that comes along with it, and also anxiety that comes along with it. And I wish that the kind of attitude and spirit that students brought to their artistry, they could bring to their writing. Writing works best in community. It's about adding my voice to a larger conversation about something that's happening in this world, and taking my writing to other people that I trust, that I know have my back with my writing, that only really want to support my writing, has been tremendously helpful for my self-esteem as a writer, but also to expand my writing to ideas that I would have never thought about if I would have just kept my writing to myself. So doing things like creating partnerships with the Writing Center, and I call them partnerships because I know that they are my partners in really helping me to make this work flourish in its fullest capability in ways that I could never do alone. I would never put on a play by myself. I couldn't put on a play by myself. I couldn't run the light board and sew all the costumes and perform in the play and direct the play. I don't know why I would think I would do that with writing. As another creative endeavor, I need other people to help me to see the things that I'm not able to see. Even if that's just basic typos, things that are kind of blind spots to my own artistic process. So really going out and having other people work with my work at the Writing Center, with my mentors, with my professors, with other students, really helps to expand the ideas in ways that are beyond what I could do on my own.